Here's a question that is centered on salvation. And it says, in your opinion, is saving a continual process, or is it once you're saved, you're saved? Is it a moment where you're saved, or is it kind of like I'm being saved?
Right.
How does that work?
Once again, goes back to the perseverance of the saints, the predestination versus free will. Are you eternally secure or eternally unsecure? Insecure. In my view, you say, well, what does the Bible say? Well, it's intriguing because the Bible talks about both. A lot of times it is the tense or the voice of the word saved is actually being saved. It's actually not saved in the past. But concepts are talked about being saved in the past with continual implications. So Greek actually has a bunch of different ways that it utilizes it. So really both are taught. I would suggest to you that the answer is yes. Depends on what question you're asking. For example, is there a time when you join the family of God? Yes, that is a one-time event. You don't join the family of God, lose the family of God, join the family of God, lose the family of God. That is not correct, because the Lord talks about it being a relational term. He talks about the church being his bride. He talks about it almost in terms of being married to. Well, you don't get married and divorce and married and divorce, married and divorce, married and divorce, like that. So when we're talking about identity within saying, have you had union with Jesus Christ? The answer is yes. However, you're still in the world and you're still in danger. So the phrase says that Jesus is rescuing you out, meaning while we're in this life, we're still in danger, but he's going to swoop us out of that. So we are being saved. It's a process by which he is renewing us and transforming us and shielding us and protecting us, and one day we will be with him. So both are true. Does that make any sense? Now, whether you're asking me whether or not I believe in eternal security or not, I actually, because the Bible speaks of both, I do not have a firm belief on that. I tend to lean biblically towards eternal security. However, there is enough in Scripture to cause me to question this idea of, I said a prayer, I was all in one day, and then Jesus said, well, that's it. I'm making you go home with me, even though the whole rest of your life you hate his guts. I have a problem with that. You understand what I mean? So I'm not quite sure where I stand on the issue of eternal security. I wish I could give you more clarity. If I did give you more clarity, it'd take about 12 hours. So these, like I told you, predestination, free will, once saved, always saved, these are actually whole day long conversations. It's impossible to answer it within 2-3 minutes.